Hello, Da Vinci. Welcome back. So today we've got our maths lesson. It is the 7th of January 2021. And again, you need to get yourself your pencil and your paper ready, and you've got your challenge 1 section and your challenge 2 section. And I want you to pause the video and I want you to complete these, and then we're going to go through them together. So start yourself off and off you go. Okay, so starting in with challenge 1, we're going to have a look at what the biggest number is. So we've got 6 as being our biggest number. So it's going to be 6 in our head, 3 on our fingers, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nice and easy. So our 9 is going to go there. There we go. Perfect. Give yourself a tick for that one. 5, add 5. Now, although we can use our fingers for it, we could put 5 in a head and count 5 fingers up. We could use both our fingers if we want, both our hands, sorry, if we wanted to. However, this is our number bonds to 10. We should be starting to learn these, and our 5 add 5 is going to be 10. That is going to be our answer of 10. Spot on. Then we've got 9 take away 1. So we're going to put 9 ahead, 1 finger up, or you could put 9 fingers up. There we go, 9 fingers up, and then you're just going to put 1 down. So you've got 8 fingers left up. Right, now it's time for us to go on to the extension. Right, okay, so let's continue our extension. Sorry about that, I had to just nip out. So, something add something is 14. So what you're going to do is you've got plenty of options that you could have here. You could have 10 as your first number, and you could have 4 as your second number, and you've just easily partitioned that, okay? So that's something that you could do for your extension question there. You could also do something like 11, and then you have to make up the rest of the number. You need to get to 14, so you've got 11 in your head, 12, 13, 14, so then that would be 3. So you've got a couple of different options there, so I want you to check your answers and then move on. Okay, so if you did the challenge 2 questions, all of your questions here had a P next to it. So we're working with money here, we're working in pence. So you've got 19 pence, add 7 pence. Now again, this is a number in which I think the best thing to do would be to get your ruler that you were sent home with, you find number 19 and you add, so you jump 7 spaces forward. So as I jump my 7 spaces forward, I'm going to end up on 26. So that's going to be my answer. Now, if you write 26, I'm really sorry, you haven't got the right answer. Because you've got the right number, but you have not told me 26 what? Bananas? Apples? No, 26 pence. And for us to know it's a pence, you must put a P on the end. 26 pence. Then the next one, 8 pence, add 37 pence. Now, another tricky one. What I would do is I would partition this. So I know that I've got 3 10s there and I've got 7 1s, and I'm adding 8 more 1s. So I need 3 1s to get this number to 40. So I'm going to change this 8. Instead of it being my 8, it's going to be a 5 and a 3. Okay, so I've changed that. So I've split the 8 up into a 5 and 3. I've got to still add these numbers, but it makes it a bit easier for me to add. So if I do 3 add 37, that's going to get me to my 40, my next 10. So my 40 pence. So I've done that 3. So I've got 40 pence now. And then I just need to add 5. So 40 add 5, it's going to be 45 pence. That's how I'd work that one out. There's many other ways you could do it, but that might be the easiest way for you. 45, and remember you must have the p, because that's what we're working with in pence. Now, the next question, I would use a column addition or subtraction method. So I'm going to pull this screen back and look, see here, look what I've got. I've got our 10s and 1s already set up for us. So I'm going to put in my number. I'd write it out like this with this square. I'd do 26, and then I'd do my little takeaway there, take away, and then I'd write in my 12. Spot on. So now this is going to be much easier for me to solve. 6 take away 2. Well, I know that 6 take away 2 is 4. Now, 2 take away 1. 2 tens take away 1 10 is going to give me 1 10. So 1 10 and 4 ones, that's going to give me the answer of 14. Now think about how much quicker that was rather than me trying to count back and get really confused. So it's really easy to use this method if you know it. Then you've got your extension, you've got something, add something is 38p. So you could have lots of different methods here, just like our first extension. You could have 30 add 8. You could have, and remember, each one of these needs a p because it is working in pence. So 30 pence, add 8 pence. You could do 35 pence, add 3 pence. I'd want you to really challenge yourself. You could even do 18 pence, add 20 pence. Lots of different variants, and I want you to really challenge yourself and show me on Tapestry. So get yourself ready. We're going to go into the lesson. Right, today's lesson, can I count pounds and pence together? That's our learning objective. And learning objective number 2 is, can I use the pound and pence sign accurately? So, the first question says, which of these represents 14 and then this sign? Now remember what this sign meant? You're right, it was the pound sign. So which of these represents 14 pounds? Okay, so let's work it out. So you've got you've got a 10 pence here, and then you've got 4 of the same coin here. Now what I would like you to do is I'd like you to pause the video, work out which one of these is your 14 pounds, and as a challenge, can you try and tell me what each one of these sections is worth? So if this one, question A, is a 10 pence coin and 4 1p's, how much is that all together? How much is all of these coins all together? See whether you can do that for me. So pause the video, have a go, and then let's come back. So after working that out, you've got a 10 pence and 4 1 pences. So that together is going to be 14 pounds? Nope, 14 pence. Now, question B. This is a £2 coin. So we're going to count in our twos. So we go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. This is 14. So it is 14, but it's not 14 pence, is it? It is a pound, so it's 14 pounds. Spot on. So we got 14 pounds for question B. So this one was 14 pounds. So we've answered the question. Let's see if there's any more. Question number C. So we've got, it's hiding a little bit there. What note is that? Well, it's a £10 note, and then we've got 4 of the same coins next to it. So you've got £10, £11, £13, £14. So you've got £14 here. You've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm not sure if I counted that right. I might have made a mistake there. I'm sorry. But you have got £14 there. That is spot on. So we're going to write 14 here because that is also 14 pounds, not 14 pence. Spot on, well done. So we've got 2 answers that are the right answer. Let's have a look at question number D, or question letter D. So we've got a £10 note here, and then we've got a smaller blue one. This is our £5 note. £10 add £5. We know that 10 add 5 is going to be 15. So this is £15. So this is not correct. So I'm going to just do a purple pen underline of which ones are the right answers. So these 2 are the right. These B and C are the right answers at the minute. Right, let's check E. So E, we've got a £1 coin, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 10p's. So this is going to be £1 and try and write using my finger, £1 and if we count 4 10s, that's going to be 40, £1 and 40 pence. So this one requires both the pound sign and the pence sign because we've got 2 different types of values. You've got a pound value and you've got your pence value. Now, although £1 is 100 pence, we don't write it as 100 pence. We write it as £1, and then we write these ones as pence. So, well done for doing those. Let's move on to the next one. What is the total, so altogether value of these coins below? We've got this coin here and this coin here. Talk to your toy, talk to your teddy, talk to your partner, whoever anyone is there around you. Can you work out and discuss what you think these two together are worth all together? So once you've had that discussion, we should have got the answer, and you should have got the answer of you have a pound, you have 10 pence. So together you have got £1 and you've got 10 pence. You've got £1 and 10 pence. So together you've got £1 and 10 pence. Let's do it again. So we've got this value here. We've got this coin, and this coin. Now I've made this coin a little bit bigger for you so you can read it, but usually this coin is a lot smaller. It's what is the smallest coin you can have as part of our British coins. Okay, so what you're going to do, pause the video, talk to your teddy or talk to your toy, and I want you to discuss what you think the answer is for this. So the answer that you should have got should have been £1, you've got a 10 pence, and you've got a 5 pence. So altogether you've got 10 and 5 makes 15. You've got the pound, so you've got £1 and 15 pence. Now what's worth mentioning is we do not say I've got 15 pence and £1. We always put the biggest value first. So your biggest value is £1 and 15 pence. Let's check the next one. Oh, lots of addition going on here. So you need to have a look at what the total value of each coin is all together. So you've got this coin here, and then we've got 3 coins here. I would add these 3 coins together, and this will give you the answer. And then you've got your other coin that's going to be the biggest coin. So let's check. After you pause the video, talk to your teddy. You've got £1, you've got 20 pence, and you've got 2 1 pennies. So you've got all together, this is going to become 22 pence, and this is going to be £1. So you've got £1 and 22 pence. Now, we've got some different big coins. So you can see this one says £2, £2, and this one, 50 pence. So these are the coins that you have here. I need you to add them together and see what you get all together. Pause the video and have that discussion. So, unlike the last ones where we've been adding the pence, this time we've got £2, two £2. So we need to add these together. So 2 add 2 is going to be £4. And then you've got 50 pence. So it should be £4 and 50 pence. We're now going to use a part-whole model to help us partition what are the pounds and what's the pence. So let's work together on this. You have your whole part model at home. You could maybe join along at home. So you've got £2 and 60 pence. This is your total value. You've got £1 and £1, which makes £2. You've got 50 pence and 10 pence, which makes 60 pence. Down here, the parts that are coming off my whole, you've got a part which is pounds and a part which says pence. So I'm going to drag in, I'm going to put in where you think my pounds and where my pence go. So you could maybe talk to your teddy and think and have a guess at where you think they're going to go. Pause the video, have that discussion, and then let's come back. So let's get this full screen through so it's a bit easier. So you've got your total value of £2 and 60 pence. I'm going to drag in my pounds down to here, and this is where my pounds are. Now I've left them up there as well because this is my total value. My total value does not change. I don't take things out of my total value. I just partition where they would go if they're moved into the pound side. So then I've also got my pence over here. So which ones are going to be my pence? Well, I've only got a 50 pence and a 10 pence, which are the pence coins. So I'm going to drag those down here. And then I've got a very well partitioned diagram. I've got my pounds on one side, my pence on the other side, and my whole of both of them coming together, showing my £2.60. This is the next one. You have £3.20. So you need to see where your pounds and where your pence are going to go. Pause the video, have that discussion, and then let's come back. Okay, so let's start off with pence, because we did pounds first last time. So your pence, which ones are the pence coins? Well, they're these ones here. So we're going to move those two down into the pence part. Then we've got pounds. Which ones are the pounds? Well, the ones left over. These 3 £1, they're going to go in here. And you can see we've separated £3.20 being split into two different parts. £3 and 20p. That's how we split it. Oh my goodness, what a challenging one. Well, we've got £5 here, a 2 and a 2 is 4, with an extra pound, that's £5. Then you've got 5, 5, 5 and 1. So 5 add 5 add 5, 5, 10, 15, with an extra 1 is going to be 16. So you've got £3.16. So again, let's move our pounds into the pound section, move our pence into the pence section. So we're going to move the pounds first. The pounds are going to move down into this section here where the pounds live. And then we're going to move the pence over into this section. And we can see we've still got the total, but we've got the pounds shown on one side. How many pounds makes up the total and how many pence makes up the total. Let's move on. Excuse me. Hiccup. So we've now got an example here. We've got £3.70. Now it doesn't show me what £3.70 looks like. So there are ways in which you can now have a go at making them up. Now there's two ways you can do this. And for the activity, this is the way that you'll have to show me how you know. So although I'm going to show you using these coins here and what they look like, what you can do is if you want to put the pounds on this side, so this is the pound side, and this is going to be your pence side, what you can do is one of the ways in knowing whether or not you've got a pound or a pence or 1 pence, give me 1 second, sorry, super. If you put a 1 in each one of these, I can't tell whether that is £1 or whether that is 1 pence. So when you're drawing out your coins, to show me, you need to include a pound sign and then your number, or you need to include your number and a pence sign. Does that make a bit more sense? Hopefully it will do. Then what we're going to do now is I'm going to give you a few moments, if you pause the video, for you to have a go at trying to make up your £3.70. So if you show me how you can do that, pause the video, have a go, maybe on your own worksheet, your own whole part model whiteboard, and then we'll come back and we'll work together. Thank you very much for having a go at doing that. What you can do is we're going to split up the pounds first. So the pounds, how would we make £3? Well, we could have 3 £1. So I'm going to drag in 1, 2, 3. Now remember, you could draw these in like this, drawing in a circle with your pound sign and having a 1. That's how you could draw in your £1. But for today, and to show you, I'm going to show you how you can do it using the coins. Okay, so I'm going to drag back in this £1 coin. So we've now got £3. So I've got £3 here, and it says and 70 pence. So let's have a look at 70 pence. How could we make 70? So what I would do is I'd think about our related facts. How do I make 7? Well, I could make 7 using a 1 and a 6. But I haven't got a coin that's got 6. So I'm going to use maybe a 2 and a 5. I could do that, a 2 and a 5. So I could make 7 up by using 2 and 5. But if I'm going to make 70 up, then what I could do is instead of it being 2 and 5, it could be 20 and 50. So I've got a 20 pence piece and I've got a 50 pence piece. And now let me check my answer. I've got £3, 1, 2, 3, check, and 70 pence. 20 and 50, so 50 in my head, add on 20, 60, 70. Yeah, this side is also correct. So this is how you could make £3 and 70 pence. But this is not the only way of making £3 and 70 pence. There is more ways. One of the ways you could make it is you could make, how do I make 3? Well, I could use a £2 coin and one more is needed to make 3. So that's £3 there. So a £2 and a £1 coin. Another way that I could make 70 is I could count in my twos and I could go 20 or 2, 4 or 40, 6 or 60, and now I'm at 6, which is only one more away from 7. So that's, instead of 1, it's going to be 10 away from 70. So if I add in my 10, I've now got 20, 40, 60. With a 10 more is 70. This is another way you could make it. Now, we need to be practicing looking at all these coins and how we can add them together and mix them up, because we cannot spend as long as dragging in 1 pence, 2 pence, 3 pence. We'd be here all day to try and get to 70 pence. And if it's even higher than 70, then we're going to be here all night. So you need to think about how you are going to start mixing some of your coins together so that you can make a total number. Now it's your turn. So using your whole part model at home, you are going to partition the following amount into pounds and pence. So you need to write this out on your board or on your paper. You take a picture of it for your tapestry and then you can upload it. So this is challenge number 1. Challenge 1, question 1 says you need to put in £1 and 10 pence. Now, although it doesn't have it on this slide, what I will do is I'll show you that this side can be your pound side and this side is going to be your pence side. Okay, so your pounds go here and your pence go here. So see whether or not you can do challenge 1 for your tapestry work for today. There is also another question for challenge 1. This says £1 and 25 pence. So again, you need to split the pounds into one side and the pence into another side. Challenge 1, question 3. So once you've done these, you need to just complete them and go on to the next question, or you need to pause the video and you need to complete it and then play the video and go to the next question. Question number 3, £2 and 60 pence. So you need to put your pounds in here and your pence in this circle. Let's go to the next question. This is challenge number 2. It says question 4, £4 and 54 pence. Pounds, pence, partition it for me. Remember, when we're drawing them in, you can always do a circle and then inside that circle you can write how much it's worth. So if it is worth £2, you need to put your pound sign and write 2. So I know that that circle is a £2 coin. Okay, thank you very much. So let's move on to the next question. Pause the screen here if you're going to complete this one. And then question number 5, this is £5 and 29 pence. Question number 6, challenge 2, is £6 and 84 pence. Challenge number 3, the total is this worded question here. I'm not going to read this out for you. If you're on challenge 3, you're going to try and read this yourself and then you're going to partition it up for me. Pause the video if you need some more time, but obviously I'm just going through these so everyone's not waiting for one another. And you also have another challenge 3 question here. This is a slightly different question that's more of a reading question. It says, complete the bar model below by finding the value, by finding the missing coins to make the total value of, and then this number here. I'm going to get you to read this number, and I'm not going to read it out for you. So complete the bar model below by finding the missing coins to make the total value of this. And you need to draw out this box, write in this number, and then you've got 2 more spaces to fill. And these are your coins that you may have. but you're missing some. So you need to fill in the bottom one and tell me what the total is at the top. These are your 3 challenges today. I'd like you to be pushing yourself so that you either get maybe 2 challenges done today. You could even try and do all 3. You could just do the 1, but I need you to be pushing yourself. If I think you can do more, then I might ask you on Tapestry to complete some more activities. Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you next video. Goodbye, Da Vinci.